Hey everyone, it's Carly Hall, and today's tutorial is on creating Tumbler care instructions. So I'm going to create this in Design Space because I see a lot of confusion over attaching and grouping and welding and flattening. So I wanted to have a go-to tutorial that kind of walks through everything you need to know. So more often than not, I see people take a screenshot of a Tumbler image. This is just an image I drew in Illustrator, but you can find images and then usually people will take screenshots of them. So I'm going to do kind of a similar thing so that I can replicate what's going on. So you'll upload your image and then trace it in Design Space. And what usually happens is it comes in just as an outline like this. So we're going to save it as a cut image and then add it to our canvas. And then we'll make this a little bit smaller. Let's do a 2-inch card. So I have my shape, and then you'll type out your instructions and they'll be good to go, and you'll bring them onto your Tumbler, resize them, align them, do whatever you need to do. And then usually people add these cute flower images. So I'll just add a flower because, you know, you can be extra cute. All right, you get the picture. So you add all your images and you're ready to go. And you want to print this out and cut it. So what usually people do at this step is they take everything because they want to print it out and they click flatten. Then they click make it. And it looks like it'll work great. It looks like what Cricut should do is just cut along the outside of the image. What actually happens is Cricut cuts along the outside of the image, but then it goes and starts trying to cut out all of the letters and the flower. So we're going to back out of that. If you've watched my other print and cut tutorials, you know that what Cricut does is it will cut anywhere there is transparent and the outermost edge. So in this case, you can see the grid, so it's transparent. So Cricut thinks that you want to cut all of the letters, numbers, and the detailed flower at the bottom. So to fix this, all you have to do is click unflatten, click on your cup image, go ahead and make a copy of that. So either Control-C and Control-V or duplicate at the top. Then you're going to take this image, and right now it says cut and print. So we just need to take the fill to a regular no fill so it's back to a cut. That will give you the option to contour it. Go ahead and click on contour and then click on the inside of that cup. That will make your fill type completely solid. We can change this to white. And now we're going to put this behind our image. So you can either right click it and send it to the back or use the arrange or drag it on the layers panel. Then you're going to align everything so that it is aligned, centered, and you want your cup and the outline to be aligned as well. So we're going to click on both of those layers, and then we're just going to align those centered so they sit perfectly right on top of one another. Then you can fuss with aligning your images again if you'd like. And after you have everything, after you have everything where you like it, you're going to reselect everything and click flatten. Notice I didn't have to group, I didn't have to attach. The only action you have to do is flatten. Then when you click make it, on this screen, Cricut wants you to print it out with your home printer, and then Cricut will know just to cut around the outermost image. So that is how you do it, and I'm going to give you one more tip since you're probably making these Tumbler care cards and I want it to be so simple for you. You're going to grab a square and then go ahead and resize this square to a rectangle. You're going to put in 6.75 by 9.25. That is the max area that you can print when you're using a Cricut. So select that and say send to the back. Then you're going to place your Tumbler cards and make enough copies to fill the entire rectangle. And so you can just keep on making copies. And once you're satisfied with the placement, delete out this square or hide it on your mat. And you can see that they're kind of touching there, so I'm just going to drop these down a hair. Next, you'll select everything, and you'll just want to ensure that it fits into the size parameters. So it has to be smaller than 6.75, which it is, and 9.25, which it is. Now you are just going to click attach. So now when you click make it, attach holds together everything exactly how you see it on your canvas on your mat. So we'll click make it, and you can see that all of the spacing stayed exactly the same. And if you wanted to add more stickers or additional images, you can add those in the negative space as well. And then you'll click on continue and you'll print it out. Since I'm walking you through the whole thing, I'm going to talk about your print settings as well. So you'll choose your printer, whatever printer you want to print to. I do recommend turning on the bleed because that will add a little bleed layer around your black line so that you don't get any white. And then I also recommend clicking Use System Dialog and then clicking Print. It's not going to start printing yet, so don't worry. It's just going to open that System Dialog window. And if you don't see it pop up, it may be behind your design space, so you may have to minimize. Then you'll choose some extra settings here. So for me, I like to feed from the rear tray since I'm using thick cardstock, and then I like to boost it up to best. And then you'll click Print. Once you're done printing it out, you'll load it onto your cutting mat, and your Cricut will know to just cut around the outermost image, and it will not cut the inside letters or embellishments. So hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, make sure to like this video and consider subscribing to my channel so you can check out all of my Cricut tutorials. All right, I'll see you in the next video.